Hey guys, so let me walk you through on how to use ByTrading or ByTrading, whichever. So now you can sign up on this ByTrading by entering your mail. Click on this clock icon to get the email verification code, create a password, and click on sign up. Do not edit any referral stuff. So just enter mail, click on this clock icon, create a password, and click on sign up. Then you log in, and that's all. So after sign up, this is what the interface looks like. It's very similar to the previous trading signal channel or the signal trading that we've been doing earlier, but this one, the trading time is quite different, and which I think some people that do not have time to trade in the specific time zone of the previous trading, I mean the OKT trading. So if you don't have time to trade that one, then this is meant for you, because this one, the time frame is in Egypt, Cairo. So the trading hours are 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. Cairo time. For Nigerians, that means 11 a.m. is 9 a.m. in Nigerian time, and 5 p.m. is 3 p.m. in Nigerian time. So you can see the time frame difference. Egypt is 2 hours ahead of Nigeria. So if you are in other countries like UK, US, Canada, any country, then you can calculate 11 a.m. in Cairo time to your time zone and 5 p.m. in Cairo time to your time zone. And of course, the 1 minute signal is much available at any time. They are dropping it steadily. The 5 minute signal is what is 11 a.m. Cairo time and 5 p.m. Cairo time. So calculate to your local time zone depending on the country that you are watching from. So after you must have done that, you can choose to continue with the 1 minute signal. I'm using the 1 minute signal here. I'll be using the 1 minute signal to explain. The idea behind this trading is that I think most people are like, okay, I don't know how to trade. This is not like the trading where you have to read the charts or do any of the tedious or technical parts. This one, they give you the signal. And when I mean signal, let's take for instance, you are using BTC 28 to trade. You click on this BTC 28 and this is what it looks like. So the signal means when they tell you to buy big, you click on big. Under 1 minute. If you are using 1 minute, you stick to 1 minute like this. If you are using 3 minutes, you stick to 3 minutes like this. If you are using 5 minutes, you switch to 5 minutes. That is how it works. So you are not doing the technical charting or anything like that. They've done that for you. So all you need to do is to be available. Either you want to be using 1 minute trading signal, the 1 minute signal, or you want to use the 5 minutes. You can join any of the time, like the time frame. So for this video, I'm using 1 minute. So when they tell you under 1 minute signal to buy big, you click on big, enter the amount you want to use to trade, and click on trade. That is as simple as that. You are not doing the technical part. So, but before you start trading, you need to make use of the calculator, because this will enable you to stick with the platform rules. This also provides 100% compensation for 8 consecutive losses. It provides 100% compensation for 8 consecutive losses. So if you come here, click on calculator. After you must have funded, I'll show you how to fund. Then you enter the amount you want to use, you have in your account balance. So let's assume you have $100. The minimum deposit here on this platform is $10. So let's assume you have $100. So this is under BTC 28. You leave the calculator like this. Just enter the amount you have in your available balance. Then by default, you see the amount you're supposed to use to enter a trade. So what you guys need to understand is that even if you lose 6 times and you win the 7th times, as long as you are following this calculator, the 7th winnings has conquered, like it has override every of the 1 to 6 losses. Because following this calculator, look at the present, when I did not enter any amounts, look at what it is. If I entered $100, you see it will tell me how much I need to enter a trade, as you can see. So the platform is saying if you follow this calculator based on the amount you have on your account balance, and you follow this calculator and you have 8 consecutive losses, they will give you your capital back 100%. You chat their customer support and they will give you your capital back, but you must follow the calculator. So if you are using the calculator, meaning that for the first trade with this $100 capital, for the first trade I need to enter with 9 cents. For the second, let's assume the first trade is now a loss. The second trade I need to enter, I will double it, 24 cents. With this 24 cents, if the second trade is a win, it has cancelled the loss for the first trade and it has given me additional profits. So let's assume the third trade is now a loss too. After using 61 cents, the third trade is now a loss. I will go to the fourth recommendation, which is $1.53. If the fourth entry is now a loss, I will go to the fifth entry, which is $3.84. If the fifth trade is in loss, I will move to the number 6th entry, which is $9.60 based on my capital, remember. So if this 6th trade is now a win, because I have used $9.60, it has override the previous 5 losses and has given me profits. That's the idea of this trading. So if you are scared of I will lose, I'm losing money, the thing is breaking. No. What you need to do is fund your accounts, then follow the calculator's recommendation. If you lose the first time, go to the calculator the second recommendation from the calculator. You lose the second time, go to the calculator's third recommendation. You lose the third time, go to the calculator fourth recommendation. You lose the fourth time, go to the calculator fifth recommendation. So if you follow the calculator based on your capital, then anytime you lose, even if it is the 8 times that you now win, the 8 winnings has cancelled the number 1 to number 7 losses. Because you see, this is $60. Look at the 7th times is $24. Look at the difference between $60 and $24. So if you have 8 consecutive losses still, just start the customer support up and they will return your capital for you 100%. That's the idea for this trading. So you should not be afraid of funding your account or losing, because anyone winning will cancel all of your previous losses if you follow the calculator recommendation. So because you are doubling each entry, you are doubling it, or you are tripling, because after the fourth one, this is a triple one, this is triple. So that is how this trading works. So now I've just explained the calculator. Remember, any amount you are funding, even if it is $5,000, enter it here. And the calculator will automatically tell you how much you should use to enter a particular trade based on your capital. So even if it is $10, still enter it there based on the calculator recommendation. And use this calculator recommendation to enter your trade. So I will show you how to fund your account now. Then we are going to use the 1-minute trading signal to trade to trade on this platform. So to fund your account, come to mine, click on top up. This one does not have local account top up. It's fully crypto, USDT. It has TLC20 or ELC20. So if you are using TLC20, click on any amount that you want to deposit, or you enter the amount you want to deposit here. Let's assume I'm depositing $500. So it automatically selects it. Then you scroll down, click on top up. Then here is it. Copy the address that you are seeing and go to where you have your USDC. Send by TLC20 address and you automatically receive it. So once you have sent the USDT, any amount you want to deposit, minimum to deposit is $10. Copy your transaction ID and paste it here where you are seeing transaction ID / payment address. The transaction ID you use to send, after you've sent, the exchange or any wallet that you sent through will give you a transaction ID. Copy the transaction ID and paste it here. Then you scroll down and click on confirm. So if you want to withdraw, you first of all need to bind your withdrawal address here. You click on bind, you see add binding. Then I'm selecting TLC20. Then you enter the TLC20 withdrawal address you want to use to be withdrawing your funds. Paste it here. Then you click on confirm. So you need to first of all bind your withdrawal address on the platform first before going ahead to withdraw. After you must have entered the TLC20 here, click on confirm, then go back and you can now go to withdraw. Enter the amount you want to withdraw. By default, the wallet address you binded here will show. It will automatically pop up. Then you click on withdrawal. You click on withdraw and you will receive your funds to your wallet or whichever exchange you want to send to. So that's how this deposit and withdrawal works. So now let's go to the using of the signal. Click on this BTC28. I'm going to be using 1 minute signal. So by default is on 1 minute. So I'll go to the signal channel. I'll drop the registration link and the signal group link, the 5 minutes and the 1 minute in the description box of this video and in the pin post in the comment section, so you guys can get it from there. Sign up, deposit with a minimum of $10. Follow the signal and follow the calculator recommendation. Follow the signal. Be rest assured that if you lose 8 times, you get your capital back, as long as you are following the calculator recommendation. Any winnings, even if it is 1 minute among 7 losses, that 1 minute following the calculator recommendation, we override the previous losses. That's how it works. So there is no loss. If you lose from number 1 to number 7, number 8 is now win. That number 8 winnings has cancelled the 1 to 7, because you are doubling each capital. You are doubling each entry as you are entering the trade. That is the ideology behind this platform. So you cannot lose. You are rest assured that any losses, you get your capital back 8 times, 8 consecutive losses in a row during the signal time, the trading time, you get your capital back. Then if you follow the signal, the calculator, and number 1 to 6 is a loss, the 7th one is a win. The 7th one has already cancelled the number 1 to 6 losses because of the amounts you are using to enter the trade. So make sure you are using the calculator to enter each trade based on your capital. It's very important. I'm using what the calculator said we should use. Where's the calculator? So the first trade based on my capital is 98 cents. So the first recommendation from the calculator is 98 cents. Now let me go to the 1 minute channel. Okay, 347 period ID, trade odd. So this thing is on odd and my first recommendation is 98 cents. Then I'll click on trade, then confirm. You have to be fast. So you see 347. So we are waiting. Let's see. The 1 minute is very fast, so you have to be available to do that. Okay. Let's see. That was loose. The next ID 348 still odd. Then I will increase my capital based on what the calculator is saying. 34. The next this thing is 2.48 based on what the calculator recommended. Come to the calculator. So you see, number 2, that was what I entered, 2.45. I entered 2.48 actually, but still under there. So you see, I entered based on the second recommendation of the calculator, because the first one was a loss. So let me check the calculator for the third recommendation in case this one is lost. So the third recommendation is 6.148 and the fifth one is $15. So I can now go back to the BTC 1 minute and see. Okay, that was win. So now I'll go back to the first calculator entry because the previous one was a win, and I've realized my capital back and my profits. So the next one is even. Even. Then I'll click on 0.98. You see, because the previous ones, the second one was a win, then I had to go back to the previous calculator earnings, like the calculator earnings, which was 98 cents. So if this one is a lose, I'll go back, I'll go to further to the second calculator recommendation. If it is a win, I'll stick with this 98 cents recommendation. You understand? So that is how this signal, this buy trading works. So let's see this one. Okay, that was a lose. So now to what's the next one? Small. Now they said we should trade small. 2 points. And I'll go back, I'll move forward to 2.45, which was the second on the list, on the road for the calculator, on the calculator recommendation. So that's how it works. So I hope you guys understand this trading procedure. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section, and I will attend to it from there. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Check all links in the description box of this video. The registration link, the signal channel link, both 1 minute and 5 minutes. See you guys on the next one, and bye for now. So now, let me see what the result of this one is. Okay, so that was win. Because that was win, if I'm supposed to continue with this trading, then I'll go back to the first calculator recommendation, which is still 98 cents. I hope you guys understand. All right, guys, bye-bye, and see you guys on the next one.